In field astronomy, the quantities observed are entirely A. Lengths, B. Angles, C. Heights, D. All of these. The correct answer is angles. The orthogonal projection of the perspective center on a tilted photograph is called A. Nadir, B. Isocenter, C. Principal point, D. Plumb point. The correct answer is principal point. The point where vertical line passing through the perspective center intersects the plane of the photograph is known as A. Photo plumb point, B. Plumb point, C. Nadir point, D. Isocenter. The correct answer is photo plumb point. An aerial photograph may be assumed as A. Parallel projection, B. Orthogonal projection, C. Central projection, D. None of these. The correct answer is central projection. If the equatorial distance between two meridians is 100 kilometers, their distance at 60 latitude will be A. 1000 kilometers, B. 800 kilometers, C. 600 kilometers, D. 500 kilometers. The correct answer is 500 kilometers. The rate of change of parallax dpdh with respect to change in h may be expressed as A. fbhh, B. fbhh2, C. fbhh, D. fbhh2. The correct answer is fbhh2. The displacement of the pictured position of a point of h elevation on a vertical photograph taken with a camera of 30 cm focal length from an altitude of 3000 m is A. 4.4 mm, B. 5.5 mm, C. 6.5 mm, D. 7.5 mm. The correct answer is 7.5 mm. The net ground area of a vertical photograph 20 cm x 20 cm on scale 1:10,000 having overlaps 60 and 30 is A. 0.50 sq km, B. 0.56 sq km, C. 0.60 sq km, D. 0.64 sq km. The correct answer is 0.64 sq km. If 16 flight lines are run perpendicular to an area 30 km wide, their spacings on a photographical map on scale 150,000 will be A. 1 cm, B. 2 cm, C. 3 cm, D. 4 cm. The correct answer is 4 cm. The position of the Sun when its north declination is maximum is known as A. Vernal equinox, B. Autumnal equinox, C. Summer solstice, D. Winter solstice. The correct answer is summer solstice. Pick up the correct statement from the following. A. The vertical plane containing the zenith, the station of observation, and the celestial pole is the observer's meridian plane. B. The angle between the direction of star in vertical plane and the direction of the star in horizontal plane is called the altitude of the star. C. The complement of the altitude of star is called the zenith distance of the star. D. All the above. The correct answer is all the above. For mapping any country, a geodetic triangulation of greatest possible sides and accuracy is carried out. B. Primary triangles are broken down into secondary triangles of somewhat lesser accuracy. C. Secondary triangles are further broken into third and fourth order triangles, the points of which are used for detailed surveys. D. All the above. The correct answer is all the above. The foot of the perpendicular on the picture plane through the optical center of the camera lens is known as A. Isocenter, B. Principal point, C. Perspective center, D. Plumb line. The correct answer is principal point. The point where a vertical line through the optical center of the camera lens intersects the ground is known as A. Ground principal point, B. Ground plumb point, C. ISO center, D. Perspective center. The correct answer is ground plumb point. At eastern elongation the pole star moves A. eastward, B. westward, C. northward, D. southward. The correct answer is northward. Circumpolar stars A. rotate round the North Pole, B. rotate round the celestial pole, C. remain always above the horizon, D. are seldom seen near the pole star. The correct answer is remain always above the horizon. By applying clockwise swing to right projector, maximum y-parallax is introduced in the model at A. position 1, B. position 2, C. position 4, D. position 6. The correct answer is position 1. The scale of the photography taken from a height of 300 m with a camera of focal length 15 cm is A. 110,000, B. 115,000, C. 120,000, D. 130,000. The correct answer is 120,000. The following points form a pair of homologous points. A. photo principal point and ground principal point, B. photo isocenter and ground isocenter, C. photo plumb point and ground plumb point, D. all the above. The correct answer is all the above. The moon rotates round the earth once in every A. 29 days, B. 29.35 days, C. 29.53 days, D. 30 days. The correct answer is 29.35 days. The first point of Aeries, A, is the point in the celestial sphere where zero meridian crosses the celestial equator. B is usually denoted by the Greek letter. C is located near the very conspicuous rectangle of stars in the constellations of Pegasus and Andromeda. D. all the above. The correct answer is all the above. A star may culminate at zenith if its declination is A. greater than the longitude of the place, B. less than the latitude of the place, C. equal to the latitude of the place, D. none of these. The correct answer is equal to the latitude of the place. For adjusting a quadrilateral whose both the diagonals are observed, the equations of conditions involved are A. two angle equations and two side equations, B. one angle equation and three side equations, C. three angle equations and one side equation, D. none of these. The correct answer is three angle equations and one side equation. The nearest star is so far away from the Earth that the directions to it from two diametrically opposite points on the Earth differs less than A. 0.01 second, B. 0.001 second, C. 0.0001 second, D. none of these. The correct answer is 0.0001 second. The station where observations are not made but the angles at the station are used in triangulation series is known as A. satellite station, B. subsidiary station, C. pivot station, D. main station. The correct answer is pivot station. Spring tides are caused when A. sun and moon are in line with Earth, B. solar tidal force acts opposite to lunar tidal force, C. solar tidal force and lunar tidal force both coincide, D. none of these. The correct answer is solar tidal force and lunar tidal force both coincide. Longitude of a place is the angular distance between the meridian of the place and A. The standard meridian. B. The international date line. C. That of Greenwich. D. Both A and C of above. The correct answer is both A and C of above. The average eye base is assumed as A. 58 mm, B. 60 mm, C. 62 mm, D. 64 mm. The correct answer is 64 mm. Pick up the correct statement from the following. A. 1 degree of longitude has greatest value at the equator. B. 1 degree of longitude has greatest value at the poles. C. 1 degree of longitude has the same value everywhere. D. 1 degree of latitude decreases from the equator to the poles. The correct answer is 1 degree of longitude has greatest value at the equator. Pick up the incorrect statement from the following. A. Latitudes north of the equator are taken as positive. B. Latitudes south of the equator are taken as negative. C. Longitudes east of Greenwich are taken as negative. D. Longitudes west of Greenwich are taken as positive. The correct answer is longitudes east of Greenwich are taken as negative. To obtain photographs of an area of 1000 m average elevation on scale 130/000 with a camera of 30 cm focal length, the flying height is A. 4000 m, B. 5000 m, C. 6000 m, D. 7000 m. The correct answer is 6000 m. Rotation of the camera at exposure about its vertical axis is known as A. Swing, B. Tilt, C. Tip, D. None of these. The correct answer is swing. The difference of height of 2 points whose parallax difference is 0.8 mm on a pair of stereo pair taken from a height h is 100 m. If mean photo base is 95.2 mm, the flying height is A. 8000 m, B. 10000 m, C. 12000 m, D. 14000 m. The correct answer is 12000 m. The flying height of the camera is 10000 m above mean ground level. The distance of the top of a Minar from a nadir point is 10 cm and the relief displacement of Minar is 7.2 mm. The height of the Minar is A. 52 m, B. 62 m, C. 72 m, D. 82 m. The correct answer is 72 m. On vertical photographs, height displacement is A. positive for points above datum, B. negative for points below datum, C. 0 for points vertically below the air station, D. all the above. The correct answer is all the above. Assuming human normal vision distance 25 cm, smallest measurable angle 20, and introcular distance 6.5 cm, the smallest depth to be discerned is A. 0.1 mm, B. 0.5 mm, C. 1 mm, D. 1.1 mm. The correct answer is 0.1 mm. The main object of the astronomer to obtain A. astronomical latitude, B. astronomical longitude, C. astronomical bearing, D. all of these. The correct answer is all of these. If f is the focal length of the camera lens and is the angle of tilt, the distance of the plumb point from the principal point will be A. f sin, B. f cos, C. f tan, D. f sec. The correct answer is f tan. Pick up the incorrect statement from the following. High oblique photographs. A. may have tilt up to 30. B. may include the image of the horizon. C. may not include the image of the horizon. D. none of these. The correct answer is none of these.